Alright guys, welcome to phase 2 of my Onshape tutorial. I'm Mr. Rasmussen. Get ready to follow along. We're going to wrap up finishing up this part, this shape. I'm not really sure what this is, but we're making it. We finished part 1 by making this trapezoid. We defined these edges to be 60 degrees from each other. Then we defined the length of this top edge to be 0.25. Now what we're trying to do is I'm going to delete this guy because I think I went ahead and haven't explained how to do that yet. We need to define this trapezoid to be right in the center of this whole rectangle. So let's go ahead and do that. To do that, we need a point. This point we want to be right in the center. This origin, though, I know is right in the center of this rectangle because that's how I did a center rectangle. Right here is the center. So if I hover my cursor over this edge and I move over, notice as I get close to the origin that it highlights. It's telling me that straight up from here I am lined up. I am parallel, perpendicular with the origin. I also want to be coincident with this edge. So let's make sure we're view normal too. Let's make sure I'm highlighting over this edge so that when I click, I want to click and make this point be straight up from the origin and on this edge at the same time. If I'm right here, that's not going to work for me. I need it to be right on this edge. So click. Now I have a reference point. Now I need a reference line in the middle right here. In the middle of this trapezoid. So we already know how to do reference construction lines. Grab line tool. Grab construction. Hover over this edge until this square pops up. This is telling us we are right in the center of this shape. Click, drag straight down. This underneath the cursor is telling me I'm perpendicular. If I start coming this way, I'm not getting the same highlighted yellow. I'm not getting the perpendicular. I want the perpendicular. Come straight down. That's telling me, hey, that's the center of this bottom line. Click. Press escape to exit out of drawing more construction lines. Then we need dimension tool. I just like clicking D. You'll start to learn some shortcuts just being able to use the keyboard a little bit more. So D is a nice shortcut. And, oh wait, actually we don't want dimension because we want this and this to be exactly on the same spot. We want coincident. Come right here to coincident. There's all these other relationships we can get here. But we want coincident. If I click this line, and then I click the center point, those will snap to each other. Ooh, I like that. That's looking real nice. Now, we want to extrude. But we don't want to add, we want to remove. Check that out. I can click and drag until I'm all the way through, or I can just come down here and I can say through all. That'll automatically go through the whole shape. Now I have a nice dovetail slot. Click the green check mark. I have a nice dovetail slot right in the center of this, whatever this shape is. It's like a part. I'm not really sure what to call this. Now though, I'm feeling like this circle is a little too big. It's a little too close to my dovetail. I need to edit this. To edit, remember, if I hover over sketch, it's going to tell me what's going on. Sketch 2 was that rectangle. Sketch 3 is this trapezoid. Sketch 1 was the rectangle plus the circle. If I right click on sketch 1, I can go to edit. Nice. Okay. So let's make this circle a little bit smaller. Let's make it to be 0.75 inches in diameter. And let's make the relationship between the center and the edge to, instead of being 0.75, to be 0.5. Oh, what happened? That's 5. Control Z is your best friend. Double click and do 0.5, enter. Control Z is undo. You also have undo up here. Go ahead and press enter. Nice. Okay, that's looking a lot better to me now. Let's say I want to copy this trapezoid. I want another dovetail slot. Okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here to sketch. And I can just click copy sketch. Now, I can either go back into editing sketch 3 or I can create a new sketch. I'm going to just create a new sketch right here. I'm going to say right here on this plane. View normal too. Now if I right click, I can do, where is it? Paste sketch entities. Okay, this is going to be super helpful. Okay, I just brought in this trapezoid. Instead of having to draw it again, I can just copy and paste. I love that. So let's do coincident again, to do coincident on this edge. And then I just use dimensions to place this exactly where I need it to be. From here to, let's go from here to here. And this is why maybe I should have done it on sketch 3, because then I could still see the center line. So maybe let's try that. Let's do Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Escape. Let's go to sketch 3 and let's edit. I should be able to right click and do paste sketch entities. Okay, let's go to coincident. Click this edge to this edge. And then we're going to want to define the length or the distance between this trapezoid and this trapezoid. So I made this to be 0.15 away. Let's go ahead and I'll delete this and then show you again. If I use dimension tool, I can click this spot, this point, and click this point, and then just define that to be whatever I want. Notice this rectangle's, this trapezoid is not going to change where it's at. It's already set to be right on this edge. So only this trapezoid is going to change where it's actually at. So I can change it to be 0.2, I can change it to be 0.25. Now I'm starting to run into this edge. That's why I liked 0.15. Go and press enter. And then notice when I click the green check mark that dovetail slot already extrudes, already removes that space for me, which I really, really like. Okay guys, this is all you need for the Onshape tutorial. Go ahead and take a screenshot of your whole screen and that will take care of this assignment for you. Thanks for watching the video guys, and I'll see you guys next time.